You know, they can call it whatever they want. I am on board with that.
I still want it. The idea is not new, but the craving is new.
Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden, that's all I'm thinking about. Is that in stores now? Is that on shelves? Do we know the answer to that?
We don't know. We're stuck here for like another
Brian,
hour
you had an interesting bit about Ben & Jerry's. So I was talking, I went on a tour to Ben & Jerry's back in 2010, and it's really cool. They have this ice cream cemetery with all their retired flavors. But then, Brian, you asked me if there was this eating competition, and there is. And I don't remember how many scoops is in it.
But it's like a bucket. Like it's literally
it's
a
huge.
bucket
and
of
so
ice
many
cream.
people were getting it and trying to do it. But we did not. We just got a regular,
no extreme
pint
eating
of
for the
ice
Anderson
cream.
family that
but
weekend.
there was one person who actually got it.
I watched a documentary or a show on it, and at that time, the only person to ever do it was actually a bride on her wedding day.
That is crazy.
That's incredible. Wow. You go, girl. I don't say that very often, but good for you.
Yeah. Well, and if you go up to the mountains, you'll probably see it'll look like big scoops of vanilla probably out there.
Ooh, yeah. Good weekend for our mountains coming up.
Absolutely.
So more snow for them, rain on the way for us. We'll get you started right now. Temperatures are slowly climbing, and that's going to play a big role in what happens out there today. 28 outside in Boise, winds at 5 miles an hour, so it does feel a little bit cooler. 23 is with that wind chill, so just take note of that as you head out this morning. Otherwise, we are much more mild than we've been, and each time we show you these temperatures, it really does start to feel a little more comfortable out there. But the temperatures are going to play an important feature in the forecast today, kind of deciding when it all switches over from snow to rain. So that's what's happening throughout the day. It's going to happen, though, at different times in different places. 30 degrees in Caldwell, Ontario. Good morning. It's 29. We're in the upper 20s for most spots here. Idaho City and McCall both at 24 degrees this morning. Look at our high, though, 39 degrees. So we climb well above freezing. So that's how you know this will all become rain as we head into the afternoon. But before that, could see a few snow showers around here. I'm thinking less than an inch or maybe an inch tops in the Boise area, and maybe a little more out toward Canyon County. But overall, light snow still could make the roads a little bit slick, but everything changes to rain as we head throughout the day. So here's just a couple small pockets of snow popping up in Ada County and also into Canyon County near Middleton and Nampa out toward Caldwell. Very scattered activity, light snow showers, but there could be some flakes flying around. You can see on a wider scale, though, the target area going to be our west central mountains, so our northern mountains down into the upper Weiser Basin and the lower Treasure Valley. These areas out here on the western edge of the state and down into southeast Oregon. This is the track I think a lot of them are going to take throughout the day today. And that's the area where we're also going to see the snow hang on the longest. The temperature is going to be a little more stubborn. It's been cold out there. You're at a lower elevation, so it's going to take longer for everything to switch over to rain. And because of that, there is the potential for some snow accumulation out in those areas, and especially up in our mountains today. On the satellite and radar, we've got a lot of activity off to our west, and it's all thanks to this snowmaker here. This is the low pressure system that we've been talking about for several days that was further out in the Pacific, still spewing rounds of moisture in our direction. Some of them have been weak and unorganized, but this thing's going to stay planted there over the next few days, and that is why this weekend is going to stay so unsettled as we've got that weather maker just right off the coast, barreling in really just a parade of showers on and off through the next few days. On the watches and warnings board, winter storm warning, all the areas here in pink. This does include all of our local mountains for the most part, Boise, West Central, and also the Sawtooth. Until 5 o'clock on Saturday morning, we're talking heavy snow accumulations there. We'll break it down more in a second, but just know there's the possibility for some significant snow if you are going to be traveling up in that direction. Winter weather advisories, these areas here in purple until 5 o'clock tonight. Snow will change to rain, but those are the areas, again, where I think we could see more snow pile up because that transition is going to take a little bit longer. So 1 inch in Ada County, Boise area tops, 1 to 2 out toward Nampa and Caldwell before everything switches over. And again, some of these areas I'd be surprised if we hit those numbers. 3 to 6 inches out toward Ontario, so the lower Treasure Valley. But as you head up the upper Weiser Basin, I think toward areas near Weiser where they've been a little bit harder hit, 4 to 8 inches possible today before everything switches to rain. Up in the mountains, these numbers look a little more daunting, and they're higher because we're talking about the potential for today and tomorrow. So everything will stay snow in the mountains. So 8 to 12 inches for the mountain valleys, but up to 2 feet at the highest peaks. So hopefully that includes our ski areas. Throughout the day today, again, I think we make that transition late morning, early afternoon for a lot of us here in Ada and Canyon counties over to rain. Could see a brief period of freezing rain. The sticks of snow in the mountains all the way into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. For us after today, it's all going to be rain what we see. Just scattered showers, chance of rain each day through Saturday and Sunday, but I do think Sunday afternoon starts to look a little bit drier after the morning. So hopefully a dry day for your Super Bowl plans. Snow sticks in the mountains, though, and if you're headed up to the Winter Carnival, Expect temperatures around freezing, but snow, especially today and tomorrow, lasting into Sunday too. So could make the drive tricky, should make for some beautiful scenery. After today, highs climb into the 40s and they stay there for a few days. So we'll see that melting process continue with these bands of rain that move through that could accelerate the melting process.